Hey there, horse stables and cheap labels. Ready, set, go! Hello everybody, my name is John and welcome to ADITW, a day in the Word, the internet's favorite Bible study. I am very excited to hop into a brand new book. It'll be a short one, but it'll be an effective one. Dare I say life-changing? No. Yeah. Welcome all to week 1 of our study of Ruth. Now I am super pumped about studying this strong biblical friendship between these two women. And may I say, it's nice to finally get some girl power on this show. All right, let's dive into chapter 1. Let's start with verses 1 through 14. So here's the basic narrative here. We have a woman named Naomi, and within a very short time frame, both her husband and her 2 grown sons die. And so, stricken with grief, she returns to her hometown of Bethlehem with her 2 daughters-in-law. And upon arriving, she basically discharges her 2 daughters-in-law, telling them to go off and live their lives. You see, Naomi knows that she is of no use to these women anymore. She's older now, so she's not having any more sons, so she ain't gonna be able to give them any more husbands. It's just better if they leave and start over somewhere else. And these 2 women, her daughters-in-law, have 2 very different responses to this. One, her name is Oprah. Oh, no, sorry, it's Orpah. She leaves. Oprah would have stayed. But the other one, her name is Ruth. And Ruth decides to stay. And not only does she decide to stay, but the text tells us this, that Ruth clung to Naomi. And reading that phrase today made me wonder, what do you need to cling to right now? Maybe you're like Ruth and there is this relationship in your life and all of your circumstances are telling you to flee from that person, but you know that God is calling you to cling to that person and to love them in their time of need. Or maybe it's not even a person. Maybe God has called you to something and in the first couple months or even the first couple years, it just doesn't feel like it's going anywhere. It doesn't feel like you're making any progress. And right now it seems like all of your circumstances are telling you to flee from this thing. It's not working. But because God called you to it, you know that you must cling to it. What do you need to cling to right now? Why don't you take some time to answer that question? And then let's move on and read the rest of the chapter, verses 15 through 22. So here we see Ruth and Naomi return to Jerusalem. And as they roll in, all of these people in Jerusalem, they start to recognize Naomi. But Naomi tells them in verse 20, she says, "Don't call me Naomi," she told them. "Call me Mara, because the Almighty has made my life very bitter." And so we see here that Naomi, in this moment, she is defining herself by her current circumstances, rather than defining herself by who God created her to be. And I'm wondering how often we do the same thing. We have one bad report card, but then all of a sudden we are defining ourselves as a stupid person. We make one bad decision with a guy, and all of a sudden we're a slut. We fall into sin for one short season, but then all of a sudden we're defining ourselves as a hypocrite or a backslider. You see, it's very easy for us to begin defining ourselves based on the current circumstances we're in. What's difficult is to begin to look beyond our present troubles and to begin to see and believe and pursue the person that God created us to be. Maybe you're watching this and you're going through a difficult season in your life right now, just like Naomi. And my hope is that you're gonna be encouraged over the next 4 weeks. Things look pretty rough for Ruth and Naomi right now, but if you look at the very end of the chapter, a detail is included. It says that the harvest was beginning. And something that we can know from the Bible is that when the harvest comes, good things are about to happen. Tune in next week. Thank you all so much for watching another episode of ADITW. I hope you're as excited as I am to study this book of Ruth. I think it is a fantastic story full of many, many lessons, and I hope we can unpack just a few of them so that you can be encouraged and perhaps even changed by this. I think you could be changed by a YouTube video. It feels good to be sort of back in the flow of things. I promise that ADITW is back each and every Wednesday. We will not let you down. We'll always be here. I would love to hear from you all in the comments, your thoughts on this chapter as always. And as always, make sure to subscribe to the channel or even maybe share this video with a friend. That would mean a lot to me as well. That's all I got for you. I gotta go now. I love you all. Keep being awesome.